tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of olive oil, a tablespoon of mud water, a tablespoon of goat milk. What else do I got in there? Some borax.
Borax?
15-foot, hair-covered, smelly sumbit. I would want to ask him, like, what does the truth matter to you?
All right, we got Jason today.
That's me.
I'm leaving. Levi, Braxton, Jason. Jason's a guest.
Yep.
Friend of Braxton's. They
We
work
work together.
Tyler on the controls.
Yep. He's got Chat GPT.
He's on something. I don't know if the controls. He might be gambling.
Hey, that's cool.
He's probably trying to snatch up the storage units before you do. Or Jackson does.
Whoa, that ain't me.
Yeah.
That's Jackson, dude. And I already told Jackson, I'm like, listen, man, that's not really cool to bid against your friends. You might want to apologize to Tyler for that.
Okay, I gotta know, was there anything better than the lawnmower and the dolly? Appliance dolly?
There's
Dog
fax
kennel.
machine,
Fax machine.
brand
Wow,
new
shit.
printer, fax, scan, all that in the box. Still got the styrofoam. He already made $28 on blankets. And he's
Really?
got somebody else coming for blankets
Like
today.
moving blankets?
No.
Or just blankets? Like
Yeah, so I'm figuring the lady, it must have been husband wife because there was guy stuff and women's stuff, but she must have been way into sewing and fabrics,
Oh.
boxes
cool.
and boxes
Wow.
of fabric.
Oh, tons. And we threw.
Oh, she's probably a quilter.
we
yeah,
threw
yeah,
a lot away
yeah.
too.
So yeah, I guess like people are digging the quilts and stuff.
That's crazy.
Hey, what the unit cost?
It was 180 something after tax,
Oh.
and then
90
$90 to the dump. Good lord, there was so much. And
there
it's
was boxes
Okay,
of
so you're
empty.
$300, like
yeah.
fuel included. Sounds like, I don't know.
There was empty
You get 300
boxes
for the mower.
of toilet paper rolls.
I think we'll get 300 out of it. Plus stuff we're gonna keep, like a sluice box for gold.
Oh yeah, I saw all the
panning.
gold pan and stuff.
But
yeah.
so many pans, I'm gonna tell him you need to probably want to sell some of those. I think there's like 25 freaking pans, I swear. So
It'd
the
be
guy
fun
would
to go
definitely
do.
in the gold.
Oh, so the comment. So I made a short on this storage unit.
One more thing about the storage unit, real quick.
What
we found. So it's a box in an envelope, an envelope, and it's got all this like jewelry store and this and that all over it. And Christina found it in a box of jewelry. She's like, this might be your gold. I'm like, oh shit, maybe it is. And it's this cool box from 1955. I should have brought it out. But anyways, I kind of shake it, and it's like, I'm like, whoa. But I know it's not, because it's like, there ain't no weight to it. Open it up, it's fucking teeth. No shit, dude. Like a dozen fucking teeth. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I put it back in there and gave it to Jackson, had him do it.
They weren't even gold teeth.
No, not even gold teeth. Just nasty old freaking teeth. I'm keeping that box, though. That box is cool.
That's cool.
It's a pharmacy box from Newcastle, Wyoming.
I've got a friend of mine's tooth as the dinger in my Guardian bell on one of my motorcycles.
Oh, yeah. Right on.
It's
kinda
with
funny.
me every time I ride.
Right on.
Yeah.
So you ride a lot.
I did. This year I haven't. My big one's tore apart in the garage right now. Has been for 4 months. But yeah, I've done 100,000 miles easy.
You guys might have to scoot up on the mics.
Scoot up on the mics. Not picking this up good enough. You can.
Yeah.
He's it's in it,
Oh,
right?
this time he's gonna sit up and pay attention.
I always have to sit up because my voice
You
ain't
can grab it
freaking
too
loud
and just
enough.
hold on to it.
Sure.
Go on, I don't know. We're still a little bit new.
Yeah.
No, I know,
But-
and I wanted to bring that up. Like in your last episode, you said, you know how people, you just say you just got to go out and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Fake it till you make it. All the axioms.
Yeah.
But you're already doing it. you said, I'm not that type of guy, like whatever, but it's like you're sitting here doing it. And if you do go back and watch yourself and find yourself not liking the way you sound or what you said or your mannerisms or whatever, it don't matter.
No, it don't matter.
Yeah, it really don't.
You know, people
Well,
get interested.
Like on
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Like doing my own, I'd went out and it's the archery deer hunt started Saturday, so I didn't have a lot of time. But I went out Friday night and hunted Saturday and Sunday morning. Got back Sunday afternoon and edited down a bunch of video I had. But I'm an idiot because while I was out there, I was trying to do some stuff to save time at home. Well, I ended up deleting. And this is not the first time I've done this off that dang GoPro. But anyways, get home and my wife's like, "Did you go out there to hunt or video?" I'm like, well, the hunt, and that's the whole point. I'm just videoing what I'm already doing. Is it a little more time
Sure.
and hassle? A little bit, not major. Just set it
Yeah.
up and, edit out what you don't like, keep what you like, and that's
Yeah.
it.
What are you doing? Putting it on a tripod?
Yeah. But I was using both my phone and the GoPro.
Oh,
And I
GoPro
wanted-
It's a lot of work.
dude, it is.
Seeing some of them dudes that like whatever hike through a canyon and all of a sudden there's an approach shot, and then
That
there's
kind- yeah,
a
you know,
depart shot,
yeah.
and it's like you gotta
Yo,
walk 4 or 5 times back and
Dude,
forth
I know.
just to catch yourself on video.
I've
It's like,
never ever realized or paid attention like
so why it's like
how they get
how
the
they do
shots
that.
and then they turn around, walk back, grab the camera.
And I don't know if I'll do that. I don't know if
Damn.
I want to put that much
Right.
work into it, but
We were
buy a drone
watching.
and have it follow you.
We were watching Wrecker Rick last night,
yeah.
and he has this part where he's down at the bottom of this cliff. Hey Rick, throw me some rigging. And then the camera goes to Rick, but he's at the top. Yeah, all right. What do you need? And then he throws the rigging down, and I'm like, how do you even stop to think to get like a shot like that?
Time
As
doing it.
But as you're trying to drag a Jeep out of a cliff, like that ain't on my mind. Getting a good.
But if
funny-
you've dragged as many Jeeps out of cliffs as he has, it probably would be on your mind. Because it's just, he's done it so
Right.
much, it's not new.
well, not the Jeep thing, but I'm gonna get this funny 15-second
Oh.
little clip where he has to.
Because he's a funny guy.
I know,
he
but
just
it's just
thinks in that
crazy
way.
that
Did you watch any of my videos from this last weekend?
out in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
Did you see my taking a shit video?
Oh no, I seen the coffee one. I like that
That
one.
might be popular in some circles.
Well, I'd actually seen it. I just copied it. I'd seen it forever ago. A guy's like, you ever woke up on a cold desert morning, walked to the top of a hill, and you can see the sunrise in the video, right? Only to take a shit, and he pans up and he's shitting on in a bucket. But mine, it's so early, it's so dark, you can't see. I wasn't shitting at that point anyways, but I was getting ready to, But it's like, yeah, I'll hurry and do that. It took me, I don't know, 20 seconds or whatever. And then
That's pretty
on
funny.
about the day.
Yeah,
So,
that is pretty good.
anyways, on the storage unit, you want to go back to that and
Yeah,
read them
so-
comments?
I'd have made him haul at least 1 or 2 of them loads in that pickup.
I didn't want to spend, dude, I was rushing trying to help him. I did let him pull that trailer though. He pulled it
home?
he pulled it from our house to the dump, but I backed it in the door. I'm like, you want to try and back it in? He's like, yeah, you better
Your
do that.
boy?
Yeah, my boy.
Oh, awesome.
He's 15.
All right, so this
Then he
video
drove
got
it back down and back up and back to your house.
58,000 views, and a lot of the comments are hilarious. So one guy's laughing at the U-Haul dolly they found, or that we found. The next comments, that dolly belongs to U-Haul. Fuck, okay. Wonder how you know.
Don't
Seen
get it, U-Haul.
I wonder how many people have U-Haul appliance
I don't know.
Seen
How do you
it.
even get one, honestly?
Seen enough of you show the unit.
truck.
He's not filming the storage unit. He's filming himself. It'd get done faster if you would help.
That's a good point. That person's onto something.
You are a Debbie Downer.
A Debbie Downer.
That's what I don't know. So, because I was like, there ain't nothing good yet. How about less of your face and more about what's inside? You guys are not dumpster kings. Stop showing yourself. We want to see the junk. What an annoying filming job. I was getting dizzy, so I had to check out. This guy says, he got half of that back in pennies and you show that jar? God, you must be retarded. Never graduated.
Are people stupid?
And then this
Let me
guy.
see,
To be
let me
fair,
see.
to be
This one-
fair, it did kind of look like he maybe paid like $4 for the unit, based on the
Fuck.
amount of pennies in
Yeah.
that water bottle.
If you're taking it serious, I guess.
Yeah,
There was
that's all
some
we paid was
sarcasm in
$5.
there.
Fuck that guy. You don't know what I
Hey,
paid. It was
this guy-
$5, and I got back in pennies and quarters.
Half of it.
You still got that fan?
Oh yeah, the box fan is out over there, and
black
the other
one.
fans.
The black one, the oscillator.
There's two. There's a short one and a tall one. The tall one's down in the.
Because this
workout
guy
room.
says, hell, if you don't want the fan, mine broke, but could use it. My AC went out, and this disability check won't get me anything.
That's what I'm saying, dude. The fans are good. Braxton's trying to throw away perfectly good fans. He's like, you're gonna buy it for like $10. I'm like, and in my
more
mind,
than
I'm like,
$10 now.
first off, no, you couldn't. Second off,
Yep.
why do I want to
Oh.
go buy one? I got one right,
Right,
here.
exactly.
I hit it with the pressure washer. We cleaned everything up, perfectly good. Set her down.
Yep. Nothing wrong with dumpster diving. You always got what you need.
Yeah.
You would have been laughing seeing these guys. They're like, oh my gosh, it's a. Fuck, I don't know. A bag of golf tees. What's this worth? Save it.
That's Jackson.
Like-
it's like a dozen golf balls with, I don't know, probably 24 tees, all still like in a
And then
shrink wrap bag. You know?
Dakota wanted all these oversized,
Oh, she don't want them
old-
anymore.
dirty clothes. Like, I could wear this.
Well, yeah,
Like,
but
dude,
you're like,
you guys need to go through and
Wow.
get the good stuff.
What size do you need? Because I just cleaned out 3 closets.
well, Braxton goes, would you say something about wearing somebody else's clothes?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I go to the D. When I lived in Twilla, I was always at the DI. Not now, because I'm not going to drive clear up there, but
I can't do it.
no.
No, I'd rather
Really?
just spend
I
20
found
bucks
$5
on a
in a
t-shirt.
pair of pants I bought.
You and
for
your
$5,
wife
so they were free.
ought to have a date to the Savers or DI or whatever. But you got to pick outfits for each other.
Oh gosh.
So he's got to pick her clothes out, and she's got to pick his clothes out.
Right, from the thrift store. Make it fun. and then you got to put them on and go out on the date.
I could think of a lot funner.
Well, sure. But
I don't know. I don't want to wear some.
I just
Who
want to
knows
see
where that
you
shit
wearing
came
somebody's clothes.
Well, it came from the same place you get your clothes from, and then you wash them.
Well,
Right.
Yeah.
Humans think humans are funny. We're all filthy, number one, and it's the
Amen to that.
and it's the people that are like, oh, I'm cleaner than them. It's like not maybe, but not really. Why? Because you just showered and they didn't. Maybe.
Or you choose different chemicals to slather all over your body.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that would be the worst
Whatever.
thing. is-
Because I wear underwear and some of us don't.
Yeah, that's just one more piece of
Right.
cloth they convince you to
You
wear.
don't,
Hell no.
dude. I actually thought that the other day. I was like, why do we wear?
I don't know. The only time I do is when I like hike around, just to prevent chafing.
Oh, sure.
It helps.
Denim's a chafer if you're commando.
But I wear like bamboo.
Oh,
Underwear.
sweet.
Try
I-
to stay with the natural cloth.
Right,
Cotton,
right.
wool,
I'm
bamboos.
100% cotton.
Synthetics are not that good for you. Sitting on your skin.
It's
I guess
funny.
I
'cause
wear underwear.
I had that thought. I was like, it's kind of weird. Like, would I even realize if I didn't wear underwear under my
I do-
pants?
For the
I
first
just-
week.
I just got tired of them crawling up my ass, dude. Always picking your shit. And so I quit wearing them, and I bet it's been pretty close to 20 years I haven't worn them.
No way.
Yeah, I just don't.
Our,
Yeah.
Vincent's the same way. Tony.
I don't know if I needed to know that. Damn.
Hey, I
know.
just learned it about him. You just learned it about our boss.
Gosh.
So, flat Earth. Let's talk about it.
Wait. Kind of tell everyone about yourself just real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Name.
Wow.
Not
Okay. My name's Jason. I'm 55 years old. My biological age is 42 years old from a recent full panel blood test I just had. I became a carnivore dieter, meaning only animal products, since late last year. I love fitness. I love seeking the truth. I love testing the truth. And Flat Earth brought me back to our Creator. I started researching Flat Earth stuff in about 2017.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Well, that's cool.
yeah.
So
it's-
I'm carnivore.
Oh, awesome.
My wife is
Hell yeah, dude.
My
That's good.
my wife is lying for the last 2 years.
Oh,
lying.
wow.
Meat,
Salt.
butter, salt.
Yep.
Recently,
Love
she's
it.
been doing some decaf coffee with lots of butter and an egg yolk.
I guess so. To be fair, I do ingest one plant. That's
So-
the coffee bean.
So my coffee, you might love it.
Oh my gosh.
I take
Just look
about
at
an
it real
ounce and a half of butter, pour it in, let it melt, 2 eggs with a whipper.
Ooh, I might have to try that.
Give it
I've
a
never
whirl.
tried the eggs.
Oh yeah, 2 eggs.
The white and all.
So I do a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of olive oil, a tablespoon of mud water, a tablespoon of goat milk. What else do I got in there? Some borax,
Borax. Hold on, wait, stop.
quarter teaspoon of borax.
You put okay, why? That
I also do a teaspoon of diatomaceous earth, maybe a tablespoon.
I use that in my pool filter.
I use it in my garden, in my chicken coop.
Yeah, that's
In my
like little
coffee.
crushed up seashells or crustaceans.
Right.
Fossilized.
It's good to keep pests out of gardens and areas where you don't want.
I didn't know that.
I don't want rats stealing my eggs.
But you
so
eat it.
I
Ingest.
I do ingest it, yes, with my coffee daily.
Back to the borax. Why borax? Borax is a cleaning agent, is it not?
Well, that's what it became instantly. Well, I say instantly. It probably took a few months, but it was helping so many people, not necessarily nutritionally, but almost like in a parasite cleanse type of way. And I don't know if it's a parasite cleanse, but it's good for us. It can't be what do they call it? Copyrighted. So, like Big Pharma or whatever has to find some sort of replacement, and they said, "Oh, this could be dangerous." It became a dish soap or a laundry soap.
I
Really?
did not know that.
People used to use it a lot.
So you getting like plain unscented type?
You know what borax is?
Defecations?
No.
Oh, plain unscented type. I
Borax.
was like, you saying my shit don't stink now? Hell yeah.
Borax is crazy, though. I
It's-
did not know that.
But I was
totally
a little
into
nervous
all
the
of that.
first time. I mean, I also, put an inch of ivermectin paste on my tongue regularly.
Yeah,
So,
ivermectin's.
I mean, I haven't been ill in well over 5 years. I just don't get sick. But Carnivore is awesome.
Yeah, I love
I
it.
lost 45 pounds and feel better than I ever have.
Yeah, I love. I don't necessarily love not being able to eat certain things like a sandwich or Mexican food and stuff like that. That kind of sucks. But definitely the way it.
Mexican food's good.
Yeah, but definitely the way it makes you feel though is worth the
That's
trade-off.
worth it. I mean, yeah, you pay for it now or you pay for it later.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm watching both my parents in decline. You know, just physically, and it's like, I don't want to be like that. I'm gonna take care
Well,
of it now.
I had a pretty good stretch there where my mental was not good. Bad anxiety, depression, addiction, intoxicants, alcohol and weed.
Yeah.
Kind of got off all that, but struggled hard with the weed. And went 18 months sober and started using again and kind of did that until I got on the Carnivore. Once I got on the Carnivore, man, those thoughts and things just
Clear-headed.
went away.
Really?
I drink a little bit still, like, I don't know, maybe once or twice a year or something. But even that, I might find myself not drinking at all ever again, and just not having the desire. And the only thing I can contribute it to is the carnivore diet, because I was eating something that was doing something that is, you know.
Well, you were either, well, it could be a combination of the both too. Lack of a certain nutrient
Yes.
or too much of a certain toxin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm all down with the carnivore.
It's awesome.
My wife actually brought it to my table. I brought it to her years ago listening to Jordan Peterson. And his daughter had the autoimmune
Him and
and all
Michaela.
that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I brought it to her then, and we didn't really go for it. And then, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years later, all of a sudden she's like looking into this carnivore thing. And I'm like, man, the more we talked, the more it made sense. And what people ate long before we showed up. Yeah.
And filled everything with whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Everything from guar gum to maltodextrin to
Yeah, and don't even
invert
know what
sugar to
don't even know what that shit is.
right.
Even natural flavorings could be, what is
Yeah,
it, 2,000 different things or
Natural
200?
vanilla flavoring is excreted from beaver anus. Straight dope. Look it up.
Beaver.
Remember, so we drink Elements, and on the back it says natural flavors. Remember, we looked it up,
That's my least favorite part about that.
and it's the natural flavors come from like a lab, you know.
Yeah.
Well, some do, but I think it used to mean it had to be natural.
But you pour it into your drink, and it's all white granular stuff, and it tastes like a freaking watermelon, like you just bit into one. It's like, how are they getting a natural?
Sativa
Oh, they can.
is their main sweetener, right?
Oh, stevia.
Stevia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the flavor though.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, who knows?
They could make you smell something and you'd think you were eating a s'more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or drinking lemonade.
But how natural
or-
can it be if it's not even the color of the fruit that they're trying to?
It's not.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, the color doesn't. I mean, the color on the fruit is to attract you to say this is good. This is good for you, you know, or whatever. I mean, maybe not so much this year because I haven't eaten any fruit.
Right. I eat some blueberries.
Yeah.
Sometimes frozen ones, and I do it like a cup. So a cup is 17 grams of sugar and carb, but I don't do it all the time,
Right.
because even like way back when people didn't have convenience stores and grocery stores, right? They would probably eat some berries, but it was seasonal.
Right.
Only when the-
very seasonal.
So it was in the fall when the berries were ready to eat, and then they would probably eat some berries during the fall, but then they might not have berries again until next fall.
Right.
And what they were really doing was eating.
Well, and yeah, and you'd put
Meat,
on
fat.
fat in the autumn to store through winter or whatever, and
That's what a bear does.
right.
People think that we're more like a bear. It's like, no, we're not a bear. A bear puts on its weight because it goes to bed for 4 months. You want to go gorge and then go sleep for 4 months? Maybe you could do that, but as a human, we don't need to be gorging like that.
Right.
In fact, eating less at times is probably more beneficial than not. A little bit of fasting. Oh, you might be hungry, but you're not
Absolutely.
starving. Most people don't even know what starving. Not even close
Most
to what
people don't
starving
know
is.
what hunger feels.
No, not true hunger.
They're
Boredom hunger.
If they eat a egg McMuffin in the morning, the nutrients aren't there. They're hungry again 2 hours later, and it's a handful of walnuts, and then you get some good fats, and you're good for another couple hours. You know,
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I did a program called Wild Fit also,
Wild Fit.
and it was back to eating the way humans ate, you
Yeah.
know, 50,000 years ago or whatever it was. And Eric Edmeades is a guy that invented that program, and bless him, like it's amazing for transformation. But ultimately, they got me to quit eating all sugar, grains, dairy, caffeine, and alcohol. But I was sucking down the plant matter. I mean, I was making a green juice that was full of spinach and celery and cucumbers and kale. And granted, I lost weight, I felt good, and I had a clear mind. But carnivore, I don't know, I like it better.
Yeah, it supersedes it.
It's super simple.
Yeah,
I'm eating
super
once a
simple,
day,
too.
sometimes twice, and
Yeah. I usually do, well, I was doing 12 egg in the morning. So 2 of my coffee, 10 raw, just drink them. But
Wow.
now I kind of depend, I go by how I feel.
That's awesome.
So I go maybe 10, maybe 8, maybe 6
Dang,
eggs.
that's a lot of freaking eggs.
And yeah, eggs are
I did
super.
6 over easy eggs for breakfast yesterday.
I can't eat that many though. Not in the morning. I can drink them. Because you can drink more than you can eat. So if you'd like, and the reason I know this, funny story, you ever watch the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Oh, yeah. That's
So,
a great show.
When the one dude was bulking up and he's drinking the ice cream, a gallon. He's like, you couldn't eat a gallon.
He got so fat that season. Oh my god.
But he'd set it out and let it melt.
Like,
and then it was just
literally.
a giant milkshake that he could
Like he
drink
got
a
fat just for the show.
I
I don't know.
don't know if it was just for the show, but
He
that
was
dude
bulking up,
put
is
on
what he
some
kept
weight.
saying on the
Right.
show.
It's like they incorporated it into the show.
Oh,
So yeah, so anyways, back to the eggs. I can drink 10 eggs in the morning.
Wow.
But I could not scramble 10 eggs and eat.
Not a big fan of the texture. I'm not opposed to doing a raw egg once in a while, but
I've
maybe
never,
a squeeze of lime juice and a dash of hot sauce or something.
I've never been a texture person, so textures never bothered me so much. And it tastes like, the egg yolk tastes like an egg, but I always eat them runny anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So the egg yolk just tastes like egg yolk.
yeah.
Like I've always remembered egg yolk.
I couldn't drink eggs.
Yeah, you could.
I could, but I would never want to. That just sounds terrible.
Well,
Just like wearing
when
somebody
you-
else's clothes, man. I just
Right.
don't want
I'd
to.
rather-
I could, but I don't want to.
I'd rather crack it on
Sounds
the hood of
terrible.
my car. You know,
Fry it up a little bit.
yeah, and eat it off my car.
once you sort of convert to a state of ketosis where you're burning ketones for energy, I mean your body still makes glucose, but
It'll
I
make
think
its own when it needs
once
it.
you convert to something like that, like this, all the cravings for everything else goes away, and you're seeing your food as just fuel
As
for
fuel.
your energy.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think I could ever eat 3 ribeyes in one sitting.
Next thing you
But
knew,
you
you
eat till you're
did.
full, and it's like every bit of the fat, and it's just, the plate's clean and feel good, and
So
good
how
till
long?
tomorrow.
So how long has it been since you had dairy?
Well, I have a little bit of goat milk every day.
Goat milk's a different kind of dairy, though.
It's raw goat milk.
That's good too.
It
we do
does.
raw. We do raw milk
Yeah.
with the kids. I don't drink a lot of milk, but I do dairy. I do sour cream and cheese.
I also do sour cream.
Probably more than I should. I like to take like 1.5 pounds of burger and Traeger it as a big old patty, and then put sour cream on top and eat it.
Ooh, yum.
It's good stuff, man. So it's
I-
a lot of sour cream.
I'll mix
but
sour cream and scrambled eggs.
yeah, eggs and sour
them
cream is
moist.
good.
What's probably the most cost-effective, like, carnivore meal?
Hamburger,
Oh yeah, ground
hamburger and
beef.
eggs.
Just get a
You could live off of eggs
creative
and-
with hamburger.
You don't even have to get creative.
Salt.
You can eat the same freaking thing every day.
every day.
A lot of salt, pound of ground beef, and half a dozen eggs.
Yeah, you could live off a burger and eggs.
Easy.
Like if you think about how cheap burger is in
Right.
reality. I mean, it's expensive, but what is it? $7 a pound?
Yeah, probably.
I don't even
Is
know.
that even? I don't either.
I'm
I
sure
don't know.
I try to
With a
buy
cow.
an eighth or quarter cow.
There you go. But let's say it's $7 a pound, and then 4 eggs with that.
Right.
That and eggs are what, maybe
And if you got chickens,
20 cents.
that's only the cost of feed.
There you go.
Right.
But even if you had to buy them 20 cents an egg or something like that, eggs are pretty cheap. Even when eggs got expensive, they were still cheap for what they
you
are.
look for like pasture raised stuff, you're closer to 80 to $1 an egg.
I think
You're
that
$10 a dozen.
what I've researched on eggs is you want fertilized eggs. So you want a rooster. So like we have 1 rooster and 8 hens, and a couple more, but they're just little guys. But you want them fertilized egg, and then the pasture raised. I don't know if that makes a huge difference. It's all about what they eat, right? So if they're
Well,
eating too
yes.
much corn and grains, and it's got all that shit in it,
That's all they're fed. And now they're giving them like, I don't know what like beta carotene or something to turn the yolks yellower.
I've noticed that.
Because
Like
people,
yeah.
oh, when they're bright yellow, it's healthier. So now they're just faking it.
So I didn't know they were doing that, but that
it's
makes
fucked
sense
up.
because I'll crack an egg from my chickens
Yeah.
and crack a store egg, and it's like there ain't no difference in that yolk.
And it used to be,
It used
I
to
mean,
be.
even just last year or the year before, like the store yolks were so pale,
Yeah,
you know,
real,
just
they-
light.
yeah, real light piss color rather than like almost an orange is what a
Yeah.
chicken egg.
And it is, apparently there's no nutrient difference, but it is what they eat that I'm concerned with.
Yeah, what they eat.
That's why I
So
got some, you know.
Even if you buy eggs from say the guy down the street, well, more than likely he's feeding from the store, from the cow ranch, and
Right.
probably the cheapest bag available, more than likely. So it's no different. You might as well just go buy your eggs.
What are you feeding yours?
We get split peas, oats. Christina gets a bunch of stuff from a place called Azure Standard, and then black oil sunflower seeds I get, and then I do get some bags of chicken feed. I'd have to look at what it is, but it's
No, it's got corn.
it's
and
not your
seeds in
pellets
it.
and shit, and it's got a
Right.
bunch of stuff. Looks pretty nice to me. But I mix it all together in a big 55-gallon drum, all of it together, and then I got all that to feed. Plus whatever they
And
get.
do you let them run around?
Yeah, I got a big old run for
Nice.
them. So they get, and I throw them weeds. I'll pull weeds and
Yeah.
throw them weeds, grass clippings sometimes. Because I don't fertilize either.
Right.
My lawn,
Right.
I don't do any of that. Of course, it kind of looks like I don't. But whatever.
Same way. What?
If it
You
when
know?
I mow it, it looks pretty good. But I haven't mowed that lawn in 2 weeks. Barely water it,
Yeah.
and it's still alive enough. Ain't gonna die.
I know. After this year, it's like, is it even worth it?
Has it ever been worth it?
Growing grass in the desert's retarded.
It is retarded.
It really is. Using all that water just to grow some green grass that
It's nice to have if you use it, but
if you use it, but even that, how many, I don't know. How many people use it? What do you mean use it? Roll around and shit?
yeah, I don't know.
I'm. You don't.
It's weird because what
You
else would
pay.
you have?
You pay to water it,
Yep, mow it.
mow it, to weed it, to water it, to mow it, to weed it.
And it's not
It
natural.
takes your fucking time.
all time,
takes
number
your
one.
effort.
Number one time. Yeah.
I
you
mean-
ain't never getting that back. Even though time's finite, there's been countless amounts of time before you and after you. It's
Right.
your time that's gonna count, right? But to plant grass all one, like nowhere in nature do you see one type of plant. Kentucky bluegrass only.
Right.
It's unnatural. You gotta have other shit in your grass. But people, like clover, back in the 50s, I think it was when the chemical companies came out. It's like, oh, clover's bad.
Yeah.
Prior to that, everybody had clover lawn. It's drought
Yep.
resistant, absorbs
Oh.
nitrogen from the air, puts it into the soil.
Stays way greener.
But they want their money
Like,
to
you get
sell
your
their
fun
shit.
white little flowers.
Dude, go look that
Dude.
up, man.
You mow it
I don't
less.
doubt it.
Yeah.
We have these conversations, or we did when we were on the same
You
shit.
guys do?
Dude. Oh man, we've put some.
Yeah, well, we're not going to have enough time in this episode to cover everything.
No,
You'll have
but-
to come back at another
All right.
point in time.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
But
cool.
I want to get into the flat earth, and the reason I do is because my wife brought it to my attention, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks back. And in my defense, I was busy with something, and so I kind of poo-pooed it real quick, like,
Sure.
"Yeah, this is bullshit." Well, then I went out to the desert by myself that next day and thought about it, came home, I'm like, it could be. I don't personally know. I've never gone high enough into the atmosphere or outside of it to look down and say if this earth. And then the other thing she's bringing up, it's kind of like, I'm not 100%
There's
sold,
a lot
I'll
of
be honest
things.
with you, but
I'm-
it's one of those things like,
And I'm not here to change
Maybe.
your mind. I
but the
just
spiritual stuff, my wife is getting all into that.
first
and-
5 books of the Bible tells you exactly how the earth was made.
Yeah.
If the sun and moon weren't here until the 4th day, what was the earth spinning around? And just honestly ask yourself, have you ever felt any of those complex motions? Like they say we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. So what's that put us at 750 at our latitude here? We're flying around the sun at 66,000 miles an hour. The whole kit and caboodle's flying through space at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And the universe is expanding at some
crazy
rate, right? And I think that we've been indoctrinated for so long, and I mean, the Big Bang Theory came from a Jesuit priest, and I want to rely on myself and my intuition. So if I want to know the truth, what was it? Colton was talking about, if everybody's running out of a burning building, sometimes you just got to join in the crowd, even if you don't know the building's on fire. I'm not like that.
I'm with you on that.
If
I'm with you on that.
everybody is running out of a building, they're reacting to something or they're doing something. Maybe it's just like when they go run all the stairs at the Empire State Building or some shit. Or like maybe there is a legitimate threat and I should be worried, but I'm going to look for more evidence. I won't just ever join the crowd. I mean, you saw me fight that when they told us 2 weeks to flatten the curve and wear masks.
Oh yeah, we were on a mission to not
Wear a mask.
wear a mask.
So
So I punched holes in them. I wrote by force, not fear on them. Like I
You're
cut the
so
bottom
awesome.
strings because I didn't want to ruin this epic shit.
right.
Have a big old curve in it.
So
So-
back to the flat Earth thing.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I got off subject.
Yeah, it's fine. That's why I said we're not gonna have enough
ADD
time to
squirrel.
me and him together, dude.
Right?
We're never gonna get something. We're gonna be 2 hours of just random squirrel chasing. But the Earth thing, like one thing that I thought too was, so if the Earth is spinning, it takes 24 hours to spin us around.
Allegedly, yes.
We'll just say, and it's 22,000 miles, so we're doing just under 22,000 miles an hour.
Well,
21,000
no,
miles.
it's the circumference at the equator is 24,901 miles.
Okay.
If you transpose that to the Gleason map, which is an equidistant azimuthal projection with the North Pole at the center, the equator is still that length,
Okay.
which would put the edge of Antarctica as an ice wall around the pond that we live in at about 60,000. So if we are, let's just hypothetically go back to globe land, the equator's 24,901, 25,000, and we're spinning 24 hours a day, that's 1,000 miles an hour.
Okay, so this is where I'm gonna go. We're 1,000 miles an hour. If I was to get into a fucking helicopter and leave this Earth, couldn't I just hover for a while and be 1,000 miles in 1 hour and bring her down, and I'd be in
You should be, yes.
Missouri?
But,
But you can't. Why?
right, hot
Why?
air balloons, same
What about
thing.
what if I'm heading east? What if I'm heading west
So-
in an airplane? I'd never fucking get anywhere.
Right.
We've
The
had
goddamn
this.
Earth is
500
spinning.
miles an hour.
You're not even close. You're
You
standing
would be
still.
going half the speed, allegedly. But the
So
So it's stuff like that that's like
the propaganda says that the atmosphere moves with the Earth.
right.
Well, so does that mean the atmosphere around your drill bit moves with your drill bit? Like,
right?
I mean, we cannot recreate that
Yeah. It's,
in the world of science.
right.
And
In the world of science, they
the
cannot
the
recreate
definition of, well, maybe not the definition of science, but it needs to be observable, testable, and repeatable ad infinitum, forever. And everything is always still just a theory or a hypothesis until you test it. Then you come up with a theory like, hey, every time I've done this, it's
Same thing
produced this
happens.
result. So I see your video and it's like, well, if it did it when he did it, I'm going to try it. You know? You talked about not having, this is a bit of a squirrel, but not, missing bread and stuff. I found some awesome animal product only bread recipes that I use a lot.
that. We'll have to get them.
Sidetrack.
I'll have to
yeah.
get- I'll have to
yeah,
get
yeah.
your phone number,
There's
too.
videos, yeah, for sure.
We'll chat.
Yeah, we'll barbecue up some steaks, man.
Yeah.
So
Like,
hey, I got a thought. The clouds. Why aren't the clouds? I mean, they move with us, right?
The clouds are moving from that atmospheric
they're
winds.
moving independently, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So
they're
they're just-
not on the ground.
Right.
So how come we don't look up and just see
Exactly.
clouds going crazy?
Well,
Like they're
exactly.
moving with the atmosphere.
Exactly.
Right. There is and this also ties in with the globe model. There has been a measured 15 degree per hour like movement, I guess. Oh, did you kick
What
my
happened?
mic out?
Did I kick it out?
No, you can just hear you.
You can take that out.
Oh,
Anyway, 15 mile an hour.
no, 15 degrees
Oh.
per hour, which equates to like our time zones. It's 24 in a day. Movement of the ether, which many might call the atmosphere, which was the fifth element for a long time before they took it away.
Well, you know,
Air, fire, water, earth, and ether.
Really?
There's energy all around us. All
I'll
the
be
time.
honest with you. All this, like a lot of the stuff that I've listened to, people want to bring physics involved, and my thoughts are, our creator laughs at our physics. Physics don't matter to him. It makes, you know what I'm saying? So, physics is only something we know and we go by. If you throw a ball up, it comes back down. That's physics.
Right. And that's
But if God
because
threw
of
a ball up, where would the ball
downward
go?
force.
Where the fuck he wants it to go. That's where it would.
Right.
It doesn't have to
we're
come
his
back
footstool. And that kind of leads me to the stuff you were talking about, the moon, or somebody said we landed on the moon.
Back on track.
So, yeah, your guest or coworker, co-podcaster last time mentioned that and he also said, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. I still have to get up and go to work the next day.
Well, I
would want to ask him, like, what does the truth matter to you? Are you just going to believe you because you told me that you found $50 million in the desert? I can believe you. That is faith.
Yeah.
So
I'll
it's
tell you
either-
anything you want to believe.
Right. It's either faith in the
Honestly.
what I believe is the deception of all of mankind that's just progressively, gotten worse
It's no
over
different
the last
than
500 years.
the food we eat. People think,
Right.
A healthy diet is a balanced diet. No, it's not. A healthy diet is a goddamn meat, fat, and egg-based diet. That's a healthy diet for
You know what's
human being.
crazy is to
It's
see like
nutrient dense, that's for sure.
a box of Frosted Flakes, and it literally says on it, like, healthy breakfast, great way to start
Yeah.
your day.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
because it's got
Cheerios, heart
grains.
healthy.
it's
Whole
crazy.
100% whole grain. It's like, and if I was walking around 20,000 years ago,
Where would I get these grains?
I would not pick up a piece of wheat and eat it. Can you
In-
imagine trying to choke
in-
that down?
In fact,
Screw that, like-
get this, in Göbekli Tepe, that ancient civilization they found, the oldest that they know of, they found a vat. What's up, kid? They found a vat, and the remnants has remnants of alcohol. So two things
Oh,
occurred.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Either A, we started to produce wheat for alcohol, or it could be the remnants of a porridge type food that fermented and create. But they're thinking it might be alcohol. Remember,
Well,
we were
I don't know that. Like the first alcohol was grain.
12,500 years ago is when agriculture really started. And about that time, they're thinking that it might have started for alcohol. Beer that they would brew, but like they said, it was 3% beer. And they would do it like for festivals and things like that. They didn't have a way to store it, so they would grow their
No.
wheat, brew their beer.
Yahusha turned water into wine in an instant.
But that's the thing, right? Like, there's two things going on here. We got the human element of things, what we can do, and what the next echelon. So, not to jump ahead, but do you believe, because I'm starting to believe there is a place that we could go in time and space
You mentioned that.
that
with
we
the
could get
DMT.
closer to God, like
That is the,
meditations,
that
Wim
is the
Hof breathing,
purpose of this experience.
all of it. Yeah.
Is for us to come back to Him
and get.
and follow Him and give our life for Him.
And you can't do that if you're going to believe.
I pray for that every day. Thy will be done.
What is
Like,
that?
let me be His will.
His will.
He's already got a plan for every one of us. And I've noticed over my 55-ish years of experience that the more I try to do it my way, the tougher it gets.
Yeah.
And I've been down in some deep, dark holes myself, And it's like, and I've been on drugs for them, and I've been not on drugs for them, and I've self-medicated for them, and I've not self-medicated for them. And it's like, once I just surrendered,
And
it's like, oh my God, the peace that came over me.
yeah.
Life is so beautiful. We don't need to think about somebody else's way that they want it, George Soros or Donald Trump or Braxton Jort. You do you, brother. But I believe that the purpose of this life is to come back. It's to strive and to repent for that. I mean, we're imperfect. We do right and wrong. But to recognize that and take hold of every thought. It says in Scripture to take your thoughts hostage, because not all of them are good. We've opened ourselves intentionally sometimes and unintentionally, and sometimes generationally. Like grandma could have done something that has us living in what I want to call, that I just got out of a book, spiritual discipline. We open the door to a demon, there's its key. There's its access. And whether that's a drug addiction or a distraction or a porn addiction or whatever.
A food addiction.
Right? Absolutely.
The hardest addiction that I've ever had to kick is sugar. I can go
More addictive than cocaine.
Oh my
or
God.
heroin.
I can go
And 99% of the world is addicted
I
to
can go
carbohydrates.
weeks, and then it's like, and it's stupid because I think, okay, I'll monitor it this time. I'm gonna have one cookie, and
gosh.
next thing you know, one cookie turns into one cookie every day. But then some days it might be two cookies. And granted, my wife's milling all this stuff. I mean, she's making cookies from scratch, like for real. But nonetheless, it's still bullshit.
Right.
Your goddamn potato chips with your avocado oil in them, they're still bullshit. They're a little better than
That's
the
not
average,
even-
but they're
and-
still bullshit.
And now it's not even avocado oil anymore.
We
or
found
it's
some
a shitty blend
of
with canola and
yeah,
stuff.
or some
Like,
crap.
well, I watched an interview with a doctor where he and his wife have been promoting certain products. The Primal Kitchen avocado oil mayo, the Boulder Canyon chips, all these things that are in avocado oil.
Come to find
They
out,
sell out, $200 million for your business. Okay.
yeah,
And they bought the name, they bought the label, they bought
Dude.
the family owned BS, and now they mix it with canola oil and soybean oil. They sell you the same label for the same premium for a much worse product.
yes, and they just came out and proved by some independent studies that there's some goddamn seed oils in this shit.
Yep.
And I actually went to ChatGPT because when my wife told me that, I'm like, there should be a goddamn lawsuit. If I sell you something and I tell you it's got X, Y, and Z in it, here you go, and you're like, okay, I'll buy it if it's got that, and come to find out it don't have it, that's deception to the highest degree. That ought
Oh,
to be
yeah.
a goddamn lawsuit, dude. Because if I had a peanut allergy, so
Right.
as far as I'm concerned, I have a plant allergy. Somebody has a peanut allergy, you sell them something that doesn't have peanuts in it and it has peanut in it, and they fucking go into,
Anaphylactic shock.
that's a lawsuit, bro.
Oh,
So
yeah.
why,
If you live.
if you live, if they
Right?
live through
They
it,
used to get
Even
peanuts
though-
out on the airplane.
So even though it might not have direct peanuts in it or whatever, there's a little tiny label on the back that says maybe processed in a plant with.
then that's
That
on you for
produces
eating it.
soy and nuts, right?
But I think that's their way out of it.
well, they have
Not
to
only
put
that, but they got
No, that's
get
not their
sick.
bullshit way out of it. They said Primal Kitchen Mayonnaise said it's made with this.
just avocado oil, eggs.
Come to
and-
find out, it actually has, I don't know, whatever else
right.
in there.
Or the avocado oil has been cut
is that
with canola oil
I mean,
and soybean oil.
I don't eat mayonnaise.
cheaper.
But we did the Primal for like those guys. And that
Right.
kid at 15's pretty freaking jacked, man. Can you imagine
can
what he
see
could have
it.
been if he didn't eat that shitty ass mayonnaise?
well,
He could be Zeus, bro.
it's not just the
We should
mayo.
sue them sons of bitches. And I'm not a big sue guy, but it's bullshit. I'm getting sick of the bullshit of let's just ramrod shit down people's throats.
They've been
and,
doing it.
and then there's no accountability. We just walk away with,
well, and then it's all about who's got the most money. You know?
yeah, they'd tie you up in a lawsuit for 10
Yeah,
years
they'll
and
just
bankrupt
break
your
you.
ass.
Yeah.
But you do have a choice. Don't eat their shit.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
buy their shit.
Exactly.
You want to control big business, don't buy their shit. Now, sometimes it's pretty freaking tough, right? Because big business, there's like, what, 8 of them? 8 companies own everything or something like that.
Oh, if
BlackRock,
there's that many.
Vanguard.
Yeah.
All that.
So you're going to be buying their shit one way or another unless you just never buy nothing, which is pretty tough to do. Can it be done?
It
Sure.
is. I remember a guy at one of the gun clubs was like, "Hey, you guys want to go in on a pallet of shotgun shells?" I've got some interest in that. You save a little money, you know what? He's like, I get them from Walmart. And I said, thank you, but no thank you. Why not? I don't shop at Walmart. Why not? Because I'm a man and I have a choice.
You always have that choice.
I don't, yeah. You have
Some-
a choice to put everything in your mouth. Like yesterday, you were talking about one cookie turns into one every day.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she don't subscribe too much to the way I eat. Tells me I'm too skinny.
It's pretty hard.
Your
for
ribs
people.
are hurting my leg, like, but it is, and to be addicted to carbohydrates is real, and it's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And I understand it because I've come from, probably since about 2008, a long line, well, even before that, long line of experiments on myself, tried to cut out all fat because fat was bad. And then my fingernails dried up, my hair started falling out. I was like, okay, well, this ain't right. But, I want to encourage her to do better. So I try to not subscribe to, I'll bring you a bunch of junk home and fill your pantry with it. She was feeling pretty bad, so she wanted some ice cream and some chocolate. So I got her some, and it's like, oh, you got to try this. It's like, nah, no thanks. But then, later on in the day, it's like, all right, just one bite. It's like, the craving comes back instantly.
Instantly. You want another
One
bite?
spoonful of ice cream. And 2 hours later, I've got a bunch of meat on the smoker, and I find myself walking toward the freezer to sneak 2 or 3 more. And it's like, I don't want this. She's
You're a
like,
heroin
you could use
junkie.
A few pounds. What's that?
It's a heroin junkie. It's any
It's an
junkie
addiction.
trying to get their shit.
I gotta tell you because it's my job, I guess. But when you have that on, you can hear all the.
Oh,
So I just telling you, I don't care what you do, but just so you know.
I noticed
that's
that
a
too.
good
little
friend right
Mike
there.
Boone
I don't
Good
care
stuff,
what you
producer,
do.
Tyler.
Right.
That's a good friend. I don't care what you do. The hell kind of friend is that?
Yeah.
So I was suggesting to Braxton, because I notice things. I decode movies, Rick and Morty,
Dude.
all of it.
You
Dude,
watch Rick and
the
Morty?
truth? No,
No.
I don't watch TV or movies anymore. I ruined it for myself,
All right.
asking for the truth. Like, I can sit down and I can get into it, but like I was saying a minute ago, I'm trying to help her get healthier and work on her blood pressure and stuff. It's like, we'll sit down in her bed and she'll put on a movie and I'm into it, and I got to keep myself from talking. I'm like, there's the globe truth. There's the biblical truth, X, Y, and Z. Like, they're telling you the truth because it relieves them of their karma. They give it to us in a form of entertainment so that they can unkarma themselves for what they're doing to us. And the truth, it's everywhere. And when you said they talked about us being a civilization or a universe in a battery, that's not necessarily too far off. I think our energy is being harvested because they want us separated from our creator, because that's where the truth comes from.
Right. That's the lie. So people will say, well, why would they lie and say it's a globe and not flat? Well, because and I always reference it to that episode in Rick and Morty, because you don't want to know that what you think, okay, let me back up a little bit here. A long time ago, when people decided, whoever decided, let's change this from flat to globe. The reason they possibly would do it that way is because some son of a bitch came down and was like, you're in my car battery, and you don't want to believe that, and you don't want everybody to panic by telling them that, nor would they believe you anyway. So you bring up this whole fictitious thing about the earth and God and the whole 9 yards. And maybe we're in God's car battery. Sounds outlandish,
Well,
but you don't know.
according to scripture, the earth is as his footstool. His throne sits above us. And,
So pretty close to the car battery, isn't it?
and, well, I guess in a way, but it's his creation that he gave with everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm super, like, I have some tortoises in an outdoor thing.
I
in
heard
a
about
pond.
that on
Okay.
the last
So
one.
I'm
That's
God
cool.
to them. I can take things out of their world. I can provide things for their world. I can make the sun go out if I chose. Right?
Yeah.
I saw a very
He can do whatever he wants, however he wants.
Very
we might be a
similar,
very cool experiment, like me and my tortoises. And we're
analogy.
in his footstool that he looks down and watches this like, man, that's pretty cool down there. Look at I created.
And your chicken coop is a perfect 15-minute city.
Yeah.
You provide them everything. They don't know anything.
Nope.
I mean, unless you let them out. You know, I've had some get over the fence. And chasing a chicken in your neighbor's half acre isn't very fun, but
Catch that chick. It's good exercise.
I ended up just, God, I set up a ladder on their side of the fence for it. Like, I tried everything.
So a
Eventually-
quick chicken story, squirrel.
Right.
So years ago, my youngest daughter, she's 11, so she was probably 5. And I had a big old rooster, Barren Rock. Thing stood there
Oh,
tall.
those things are awesome.
And he was awesome. Well, she shows up in the garage crying. And I pick her up. Next thing you know, there's blood. And I'm like, what in the hell? And I look, and she's talking about this chicken, and it pecked her in the back of the head. Well, I was actually in the middle of sharpening an axe. No shit. And I put her down and grabbed that hat. It wasn't an axe, it was a hatchet. And went out, and there he is. And I'm running and stuck him right in his back. And I'm shocked like I hit him. I'm like, holy shit. Son of a bitch. He was done. So, you want to catch a chicken? Sometimes you can't catch them, but
Throw an axe.
Throw an axe at him.
throw a hatchet at him and knock him down.
I use a pellet gun with a scope.
Anyway,
It's so much easier.
squirrel
Yep.
Yeah.
chicken story.
Chickens are fun.
But yeah, back to the flat Earth thing. You know, there's definitely a lot of questions, and I guess
Sure.
my biggest thing is, do I really care whether it is or isn't? Whether it's round, whether it's flat, as long as it's livable for me.
I thought the same
You
Do
know,
thing.
you
right?
care if you are lied to?
Depends on who I'm lied by who. Like if Braxton lied to me, I would care.
But if
But if
you're
some
still being
dipshit-
lied to, like, I mean,
I
whether
already
that's
know that.
somebody telling you you're getting avocado oil mail,
True.
or they'll pay you back tomorrow. The
But I-
check's in the mail. Like,
But I already know they're lying. I already know. Like, there's not a person on the planet that
Right.
doesn't lie. That's a fact.
that.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, who they lie to and what they lie about and all these determine things. And so when somebody like, say, the government lies to me about, say, this Earth being flat or round, do I really care? Yes and no. I don't because, well, no shit, they're lying.
Well,
I do because how
NASA
much?
gets $80 million a day.
There you go. How much of my
Of
money
our
are they
money.
taking? How much of my money are they taking?
And what are they giving you for it?
Now all of a sudden, maybe that's the reason why it's a fucking globe is because NASA needs $80 million.
So,
It's a business.
in the mid 40s,
Profitable one too.
Right.
Admiral Byrd, Captain Admiral in the Navy, went and first he explored the North Pole and then he explored the South Pole and brought like 5,000 troops to go look at some penguins. I mean, come on. If there's nothing in Antarctica, and then in a televised interview, he mentioned that there was more land, he said, on the other side of the world, beyond the South Pole, bigger than the United States that no human has ever seen. And there was warm water, and there were mountains and minerals.
So essentially, the Earth is flat. Say this table, and we got an ice string that goes all the way around,
correct,
and it's
holding the waters in.
how far? How deep is it? Like how?
The elevation of Antarctica is on average the tallest land in the world.
Because the ice is so tall.
Yes.
But how thick? Like wide is it?
This way.
Nobody knows.
Have we ever been past it? I don't know.
And essentially, what
There-
that guy was saying
There
was
are
he has been
passages
past it.
through it.
Seen?
Well, I guess that's kind of what he was saying, that there was more land beyond the South Pole is the way he worded it.
And anybody
But
that
there is no
let me
real
stop you
South
real
Pole.
quick. And anybody that doesn't stop and think about this, then think about this. They claim that people did not arrive in Americas until the ice bridge separated. So beyond,
Oh.
so if that's true, then that's what archaeologists believe, science, if you will. If that's true, then those people were living in a world that they had no idea what was beyond the ice until the
Right.
ice melted, and there was a whole new landmass called the Americas, South America, North America, all of it. And that's what science says. Of course, they're finding older and older things, but how did we get here? They're not 100% sure. Maybe ocean travel. The point being is, for the longest time, 13,500 years is the oldest in the Americas that they figured humans lived. And the reason they got here at that point is because the ice in Canada, right, and a lot of the United States started to melt and opened up a way through. So
Really?
anybody that doesn't
That's an
believe the Earth
interesting
could be
theory.
flat, it's
Oh.
not a theory per science. It's a fact per. Well, no, it's a theory per
they
science.
tell us.
Point
that
is,
it's
is
a fact.
they'll believe that, but they won't believe that we're flat and there could be more land beyond the ice.
Yeah.
keeping us.
You have
Come
to
on, dude.
consider it.
You have to.
Yeah.
Have to. Have
Well,
to.
and like what I would want to ask people is, it's like, besides whether or not do you care about being lied to, is why do you think there is such a level of cognitive dissonance about that subject? I know there are podcasts about Sasquatch and leprechauns and, and TV shows and movies and everything else. People won't bat an eye if you tell them, hey, I was out in the desert, man, and there was this bipedal freaking 14-foot hair covered smelly bitch that stomped through my camp, scared the shit out of me. Could have been a bear, could have been a rhinoceros, could have been a Sasquatch. But you mentioned flat Earth. Oh, get out of here. It's
think-
like, why
I think-
is there such a, and why do you react emotionally to it?
There you go. It's the emotion.
Because
Why is there such
it
an
has
emotion?
been driven
That's right.
into us
Yes,
since
we were
birth.
kids. Our parents told us that. Their parents
There's a
told them
globe
that.
on every classroom desk. It's on Universal Studios. Their logo has a big globe and the word Universal running around it. It's like they've been putting it in your face. The first iPhone had the blue marble that was made by whatever his name was, the
Yeah.
animator for, was it for NASA or whoever? Yeah, it might have been for NASA. So, real quick, backwards, Admiral Byrd explored the South Pole and beyond, allegedly, reportedly. They went back. Well, he came back, mysteriously died a year later, and NASA was formed. Don't look down here, look up there. We got to beat Russia with the satellites or whatever. We got to be the first ones to the moon. By God, we're going to go to the moon in 10 years. We got the best people here, Operation Paperclip brought over all the Nazi scientists. They work NASA. Also very good friends with Walt Disney, who opened Disneyland. His own little world. Keep people in a fence.
Yeah, what is the Disneyland world? It's a small world.
Wow. And that's a good thing to think of also. And another thing I appreciate is this your business?
Yeah.
Worldwide, not global.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. In
What
fact,
in the wide world of sports is going on
in
here?
fact, I have some other T-shirts being made. My original emblem was the Earth as a globe with antler around it. And I told my buddy, I'm like, can you make that a flat Earth map so you can see all the continents on it, not just North and South America? That's
That's cool.
I think you should. Absolutely.
I mean, because
I can find you a copy of the Gleason's map in a hurry.
most maps are of flat Earth map, so you're gonna see all the continents on it.
They basically took the Gleason map and wrapped it around a ball. and then took the ring of Antarctica, which I can explain to you if you so desire, and it turned it into a continent. And if that's the case, why don't planes ever fly straight over it? All the southern continent, southern hemisphere, it's not really a sphere, but all of the southern flights, you know, if you want to go from like Brazil to New Zealand or South America to New Zealand, they all cross the equator twice. Why is that? Because
I don't know.
the map's laid out.
But you're not wrong when you say southern
It's
hemisphere.
too far.
There's always
there
is because if,
but
if,
it's
if
not
the
a
Earth is
sphere, is
Yeah,
what
the
I'm saying.
sphere in the.
gotcha.
Yeah.
The Earth is a sphere. They call it a hemisphere. It's like
'Cause there's still a
it's
southern-
all been pushed into us.
Yeah.
Since, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
the meanings of words.
The food, the education, so much stuff, and when things like this start to circle around in people's minds, you start to question almost everything.
If the
Because-
globe had
and-
been proven, there wouldn't be flat earthers.
It'd be no different
true.
than if you were a lying person. But sometimes you told the truth. But I knew you lied enough. Pretty soon it's like everything he says is just a goddamn lie.
Right,
And he's like,
right.
and you're like, no, this time I'm telling you the truth. It's the crying sheep thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you don't know what to believe.
Yep.
And now some things I know they probably do tell the truth about, but you still question everything like,
You talked about those other planes of existence.
Yeah.
We'll call them realms.
yeah.
I want naturally to trust whatever people call it, my intuition. If these people with near-death experiences, or there was one time we were down in the desert at the Valley of the Gods camping before a river trip, and we partied a little bit the night before the launch, and we woke up and we were packing up our tents, and I was making sure the boat was ready, and a friend of mine came over with some of the herb, offered me a little bit. I was all about it. Well, I'm also on a medication that tends to have the possibility of lowering my blood pressure occasionally. Woke up in the morning, didn't get my usual routine, didn't drink any water. It was hot as shit. I had a long sleeve shirt on. I took one rip of this kid's weed, went back to doing my business, getting the truck loaded up, and apparently I passed out. Woke up in the dirt in my buddy Riley's lap. He was the most medically trained on the crew, and was checking my vitals and stuff. And when I came back, it was from another realm. There were, I don't know what the correct term might be, demons, spirits, angels. I don't know what it was, but there were beings wherever I was, or they were surrounding me. The colors were all red and yellow, but
But 5, I
Get that
work
protein
out
in.
till about 6, and workout being I do Wim Hof breathing. Do you know who?
Oh, heck yeah, I do.
So I do Wim Hof.
I-
I do him a couple times
matter
a
of
day.
fact,
actually.
I've got a friend that he went and did a year of training and became an instructor.
Do you do it
He
personally?
does it up in the avenues.
Wim Hof.
I have the app. I did for a while. It was of great benefit
Man,
when I
the
did,
longest
but
I
it
can
just
hold my
kind of
breath
faded out of
is
me.
a minute.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the longest I can go.
I was up to over 2.
Yeah, I just can't get like.
The
and
more you
sometimes I
practice-
can't. Yeah, more you do.
I mean,
but I do
I'm
meditating
still an
in the
everyday
morning.
smoker too.
Oh, you still smoke cigarettes?
Oh yeah,
Oh wow. Have you ever tried?
lots of them.
Do
I
you
gotta
really?
get my nicotine. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
have you ever tried the like the Zen or the Alps, or that's what I do. I quit Copenhagen probably a year and a half now, give or take.
Okay, so I have tried those, the nicotine only pouches.
Yeah.
Because there was a, God, when was that? I went up and spent some time at our cabin in Wyoming. I think
Oh,
it
you
was
have a
after,
cabin in Wyoming?
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna have to have you
It's-
back, dude.
Yeah,
Too much-
well,
too much
how
to
about
discuss.
we do a remote episode?
We could do that too.
Let's all just go spend a couple nights up there. We can go float the salt or the snake, do some fishing.
Oh man, let me think.
Right?
This time of year is so busy
I mean, if
for
all
me
you
with all
need is a
the
freaking
hunts.
iPhone and a couple of mics, like we could set it up downstairs super easy.
And then we could buy one of those Jackery
I just don't.
Oh, that's all you
battery
need.
box
Sure.
to power the.
So where's your cabin at in Wyoming?
Star Valley Ranch.
Oh, up in
so-
Star Valley.
Yeah, about an hour south of Jackson,
Do you know
20
many?
minutes from Alpine.
Do you know many people up in there? Or by chance? Do you know?
Not really, no.
Do you know some pro snowmobilers? Last name's Kincaid. Brother was killed several years ago.
The
one of the
name
brothers.
sounds familiar, but no, I did. One year I jumped on there was a Harley ride that went up, spent the night in Jackson. And my buddy Jared, he goes up there pretty often for the snowmobile hill climbs. So I don't know anybody.
Okay.
He's the trucker guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like,
So.
I definitely want to do that, but man, this time of year, I got my deer hunt, so I got a dedicated tag, so I can hunt archery, muzzleloader, and rifle.
Oh, sweet.
But then Jackson's got his muzzleloader deer tag, and he's got a cow elk tag. Christina's got a rifle deer tag.
47 and
Basically, we're freaking so booked until I don't even know. November.
Oh, do you guide?
No, I just have a lot.
Oh, just you and your family. Right.
Yeah,
Your
like,
life.
This year I got, like I said, my deer tag, all 3 weapons. He's got a deer tag. My wife's got a deer tag. He's got an elk tag. So a lot of hunts going on, plus some other stuff right in the middle of it all. But no, that sounds like
Yeah.
Right up my alley.
It's a pretty cool place. The people that we bought it from, I guess it was a family place. And when and my mom was a school teacher and was friends with a bunch of other teachers. Well, the wife of the owner was one of those ladies, and she had all the ladies up there, like the UDAs, they called themselves.
Yeah.
They'd have their weekends up there, and the grandpa died and left it to that woman and her husband, and he was like, "We're selling it." He didn't want it to be like it was when Grandpa owned it. Anybody from the family could go up there, and maybe some parts of it were in a bit of disrepair, but my mom told my dad, like, we can't lose this.
yeah.
We have to do it. And he had been reached out to by, I guess he was the last of kin of this guy, Ed Otto, who worked for NASA, which was interesting. And Ed and Arlene, his wife, they had a lot of money. And after he passed away, and my dad was helping her along the way, she had all of their money slated for charities. Well, her attorney, I guess, or power of attorney, or somebody was like, Roland is really doing a lot for you guys. He's probably deserves some of this. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. Made a few changes to her will, I guess, or whatever it was, and he was able to buy the place cash. So it's been our family cabin since 2015, and it's pretty awesome.
Heck yeah.
I love
Dang,
it.
that's pretty cool.
I take time lapse pictures of the stars rotating around the North Star. I'll just put my camera on a tripod out back, and I think it takes 150 30-second photographs over the course of 3 hours or something. Bless you. And it turns it into a 10-second movie. So, and I try to always center the North Star, so everything else is just making circles around it. It's pretty cool. But I mean, and that's why they call it Star Valley. It's just gorgeous up
Yeah.
there.
That is cool.
So,
It's amazing how many stars you can see. And that's another thing with the whole flat earth deal is, like, when you go somewhere that's dark at night, which, I mean, dark at night.
Southern Utah desert, like, yeah, get out of the light pollution.
Even out where I was, which I wouldn't consider it completely dark because there is some lights out, but quite some distance away. But, like, you can see the Milky Way galaxy. You can see it looks like a string of smog in the
Oh
sky.
yeah.
Right.
It's so and that's another thing I
And
did
you could watch
out
it
of
move
my
across
own
the sky,
experiment.
get up to piss at 4 in the morning, and
Now
it's over
that
there.
I have my phone, I can actually show you another photo I took. Just with the whole flat earth thing, whether, you know,
Well, and that goes back to the science part of it. If it's observable, repeatable, and testable, like so many have done with, you know, the curvature of the Earth should be measurable.
So that's a panoramic view of about 30 miles. It might be 28 miles.
Oh, is this your salt flats that you were talking about in the?
No, this was just
Oh.
another mountain range out west where I was. But look out! I mean, it's flat, dude. You don't see.
Right.
And per mathematics,
Well,
you should see a 1,600 foot curvature in about 30 miles. There should be
So-
a 1,600 foot difference,
yes,
right?
yes.
But
So-
it sure, if it was a perfect
From a
smooth-
6-foot observer height, let's go back to the salt flats then. That is perfect, flat and smooth.
It is.
At a 6-foot observer height, 3.2 miles is where the horizon would break your vision,
See, this is where I can't.
because it's 8 inches per mile squared. That is the globe math.
Right, but
Okay, I should be
that's
able to
such-
test that.
That
I
is
should be able
such
to
a-
measure it.
That is such a small area.
At 3 miles away, there's more than 6 feet of curvature.
But on a golf ball, there's small little valleys and
Right.
Okay,
There's dimples on a golf ball,
I'll
but it's
explain it to
also
you like
perfectly
this.
symmetrical.
I'll explain it to you like this, and I haven't done this experiment, but I'm going to. At mile marker 30 on the fault flats, that puts you 30 miles from Wendover, correct? The elevation difference is 20 feet between Wendover and the 30-mile marker. It's only 20 feet because that's how flat the salt flats are. I should, if it's a flat Earth, I should be able to see Wendover through a spot and scope at 30 miles.
Depending
there's-
on the magnification.
If there's curvature, it should drop off at 1,600 foot. I shouldn't be able to see it.
that's such
Elevation's
a
all
small
fine.
dude. That's such a
You
small.
gotta-
But it's their own mathematics. It's their own
So
equation I'm using.
Exactly.
At 30 miles,
I'm using their math.
I'm using their math.
but
And it's the same thing with your other guest or co-podcaster
fly guy.
talking about the ships going over the horizon. Yes, they disappear bottom up. If I put my eye level at this table and take a quarter and slide it back, like as if it were the sun, so we're looking at the flat side of the coin, it will disappear bottom up based on your perspective. But if I zoom in, the whole thing comes back into view.
Isn't there
So-
some cameras or lenses that they outlawed that people were using?
They didn't outlaw them. I have a Nikon P1000.
Okay, is that what it was
It's got
called?
125 times optical magnification, zoom lens. I've taken pictures of the moon that would make you think you could touch it. Like,
So is the moon flat or round? Nobody knows. And I say it's
well,
It's
it
round
looks
in
round.
some way.
It's round.
But
but
is
I
it a
think
ball?
it's-
Because
I-
you can see different things on the moon
It's a
based
light
on.
source.
Well, the astronauts just went to the dark side, so
Allegedly.
just kidding.
What I'm saying is you can take simple binoculars, look at the moon, and look at the moon every single day, and you're going to start to see differences because based on when you look at it and it turning, you're going to
It
see.
doesn't turn.
So yeah,
It's
you
the
always see
same.
the same side.
You always see the same.
Oh, you
side.
always see the same side.
Yeah.
That's what
And
the
they
dark
tell
side of
us-
the moon.
That's right. They
It's
tell
always
us
dark?
Yeah.
that its rotation speed is exactly how quickly it's orbiting the Earth. That's why we always see the same side. It's like, or
It's
Yahuwah just made it that way,
It's flat
and it's
too.
a light source, and it spins around us, and it gives us light, and it's measurably colder than the shade. So if you go out on a full moon, take a, I would prefer something metal, but you know, a sheet pan or a sledgehammer, and if you put half of it, you know, like a T-post pounder or something, put half of it in the shade of the moon and half of it in the moonlight. I've seen people with a laser thermometer measure up to a 7-degree distance or difference, excuse me, in the part that's lit up.
And it shouldn't be producing any heat.
Full moonlight, well, if it's reflecting the sun, it should be sending us heat. But it's actually colder than, well, sunlight obviously produces heat or gives us heat, but the moonlight is measurably, demonstrably colder than the shade.
I want to test that.
And that's stuff you can test.
It's
Yeah.
easy. You got
Like,
a laser thermometer.
Back to the salt
you got
flat
a
thing.
piece of metal.
There'll be a 20-foot drop that I won't see. I won't see 20 foot of, say, one of the buildings because there's a 20-foot elevation difference. That's natural, right? Because you have elevation differences all across the planet.
Yes.
Mountaintops to
Peaks and valleys.
'Kay.
Sure.
Yeah, so that right there, how can you do the math equation?
because I shouldn't be able to see
we
20
use sea
feet.
level as a reference.
But it's so different.
But the salt flats ain't. It's only 20 foot different. It's so
we're
flat.
we're at what, 4,500 feet above sea level.
Yeah, but why can't there be a flat surface, small little?
There's a salt flat in Bolivia that's over 4,000 square miles.
They do a lot of tests
So
there
if that
because it's so big.
was your golf ball experiment, if I've got 6 foot of drop, 72 inches at 3 miles away, imagine 4,000, or if it's 4,000 square miles, what is that? 2,000 by 2,000, if it's a perfect square. What's the calculation at 2,000 miles away? Yet, after it rains, if there's a half inch of water on that salt flat, they call it the world's largest mirror. That means it's flat.
Yeah,
You can
I'm
take-
not doubting that it's flat,
And water
but there
always
can
is
be a flat surface on
Correct.
a different
But
shape.
using
Yes, of course.
using
course.
science's math equation, it says there's so much of a drop per every foot of distance. So when you compute that to miles, at 30 miles, there's roughly 1,666. I could be off on that, don't quote me, but it's something close to that curvature. So if I'm here and 30 miles away is here, there should be a 16. If I'm standing here looking this way or standing
But
here looking this way,
as-
either way, there should be a 1,600 foot
Right.
difference, and I wouldn't be able to see it.
Anything.
But I promise you, because my naked eye at 15 miles can see all of Wendover. I just can't see
I
far
love
enough
that
like
30 mile marker, like you're saying, because you will be able to zoom in on it.
I will be able to, and I'll be able to see everything except
And-
for possibly 20 feet worth because of the drop of
If-
elevation.
If Wendover
you
is
ain't gonna-
lower than the 30 mile marker.
There's got to be
Correct.
way more, isn't there?
What? Elevation drop?
Because
Difference?
Don't
No.
you go up a pretty good?
Well, the town of Wendover actually sits off that little hump.
Oh.
It sits down.
So what
Point-
would you be looking at?
Well, I'm going to zoom in on a casino. I should be able to see the first casino in
state one.
town. Yeah, whatever it is. Now, if it's 1,600 foot, I wouldn't be able to see any of that
So-
building because that building ain't 1,600 feet tall.
There was a picture submitted to a newscast, and the guy took it from the other side. I think it's Lake Michigan or Superior, whichever one that Chicago's on the side of. He took it from the other side. That's 60 miles away. You can see the entire Chicago skyline pretty much down to the shore.
You shouldn't be able to do that
That's impossible
per
on a globe.
their own mathematical
That
equation. Not my
proves
mathematical equation. I didn't make
That
this
the
shit up.
water is flat.
They made this shit up.
See, that makes more sense to me because
But on the news, they said it was a mirage.
you're looking across water, you know.
Talk about some shitty comments. That guy
Right.
got some bad. They're like, you need to get off the TV, and like, you need to apologize. And
But you are looking across the water, which you can't. Which is just it is. what
Water's
it-
going to be flat.
Yeah.
Water's
Yes.
going to be the
and
flattest.
I mean,
but
even with waves,
Looking
you know,
from here to Tooele, you can't do the math. It's all.
It's
there's
all-
so
yeah.
many
there
different
is
textures.
there is a
and-
lot of elevation change. Yes.
yeah.
I-
So elevation
But now I've driven through Kansas. That is a lot different.
but an elevation difference of 20 feet over 30 miles is very rare. It only happens because of the salt flats, because it's the
Right.
bottom of a lake
Right.
bed, essentially, right? So it's not like you can go and do that. You couldn't even do that from here to Tooele,
Post-flood.
10 miles away,
Yeah.
because of because of
Right.
rolls of the
Mountains
hill.
and valleys,
That's
I
going to
mean-
block you, right? If I'm 30 miles
but
away
the
from
only
something
reason
and
the
there's
salt flats are flat
a flat,
is because there was water.
yes.
But
that
to
makes it a-
scale this down. If you and I went out to the salt flats and walked, you walked east a mile and a half, and I walked west a mile and a half, and we looked right back at each other,
Shouldn't be able to see each other. 6
there
foot
should
drop.
be 6 feet of earth blocking our vision from seeing.
Without elevation. Okay, so in other words,
See,
there's not
I-
a mountain in your way. There's just a flat plain.
See, here's my thought. This table's Earth, right? Pretend it's a sphere on this round edge. The salt flats is a little.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, that big.
Yep.
But
Minuscule.
the ones in Bolivia are as big as I don't
Two of those.
know. what
But
the
I don't even
what's
think
the
they have-
square mileage of the United States.
Heck if I know.
So, but that tiny little speck
But what I'm saying,
relative to the size of the Earth.
right? But what I'm saying is, the Earth has a
Yes.
curve. Their mathematical equation
Yeah, but
says
you
that
ain't
that
getting what I'm
curve.
saying, because versus a little.
Then their
speck.
math is wrong.
Yeah. I
Not
mean,
my thought.
obviously.
In fact, how many airplane pilots do you believe in more of a flat Earth? Probably the majority. In fact, you need to talk to your brother. And the more your brother flies, the more he might start to actually believe.
They're
Just go and ask some people because we work at the
Airplane
perfect
it's
pilot.
in NASA's paperwork. It's in the Air Force paperwork. The derivation and delineation of a solid aircraft flying over a flat stationary Earth. All of their math in aviation, science, and engineering is based on a flat, non-rotating Earth.
Right.
And it's in the
I'm
paperwork.
just-
You can look it up.
I'm just saying the whole experiment with the math. We're too small to even. Obviously, something numbers.
I
ain't
see
lining
what you're
up.
saying. I do, because it's like I've thought of that too. When something's so big, like if you're a flea on an elephant's ass,
Yeah.
there's a lot of elephant there. But if
And there, you can't tell me there ain't a flat little speck on the elephant's ass.
and if the fleas that were in charge said on this flat speck there should be a curvature of 1,600 foot based on the mileage across it, it's the same thing. Okay, then I should be able to see this flat little surface of the elephant ass, and I can't. Or I can. One of the two. I haven't personally tried it, but I will.
Let's go.
I'm pretty sure that you would be able to zoom in and
Okay.
see.
So the square mileage of the United States is 3,796,792. If you divide that by the square mileage of the salt flats in Bolivia, that's equivalent to 1/949th of the entire United States. So if you look at a map and break up the USA into 950 pieces of equal size, these salt flats will take up one of those. You
Hey,
can,
but what's the salt flats compared to the entire Earth?
You're thinking of it too big. It doesn't matter.
what I'm
No,
trying
it
to
does
do,
matter.
It doesn't
what I'm
matter.
trying to do is,
And that's
relate
where
it-
I had to wrap my. It doesn't, because I kept doing like you with Christina.
But they
it's
give
so
you numbers
big.
that are so astronomical you can't comprehend them.
I wonder if that's part of the trick too. Let's
It is.
baffle you with
It is.
bullshit. Confuse the shit out of you.
You're so confused that you just
Yeah,
surrender and believe them.
yeah.
It's like, well, guess what? I don't. Or I'm questioning you. Why is someone that's asking you a question getting so beaten down?
Take
I don't know.
Get out of here, crazy person.
Yeah, we don't want to.
You
And they
know?
get all
Like-
violent and all rowdy and all.
Right.
Take a freaking, I don't know, that moose antler and put it up to a microscope and then see the valleys that are actually in that
I think what you're missing the most of,
82,170.
I really believe what you're missing is their equation says, based on the circumference of the Earth, that every mile there should be X amount of curvature starting. So over the distance of 30 miles, that equates to about 1,600 feet of difference between here to here. There should be
Yeah,
1,600 foot of Earth in front of you, blocking your vision. And if there's not, what does that say? It says that they're either their equation's wrong and they're all stupid and they just should admit it, or it's flat as shit, which means they're wrong and they're stupid and they ought to just admit it.
So to scale it down one more time, the Bolivian salt flats would equal 1/20th of the entire state of Utah.
1/20th. So it's
So if you
That's, Utah is a speck.
no, it's not.
It is.
Not really.
in the
to the world.
It's 82.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
over
speck.
82,000
It's a
square
speck.
miles.
but it's a speck big enough, and the salt flats are a speck big enough to give you the equation that you need to prove whether or not technically prove, but it's just another thing to show. Listen, I
Here's
can
a good-
see.
Look at that drum right there.
Yeah,
From right here,
looks flat, but there's a rib on it that makes that if you were a very small,
scratch on it,
yeah, would be a Grand Canyon to you, depending on your size.
and we are tiny.
Right. It's about
Yeah.
perspective.
So we're
He
looking
says
at
we
a-
are as grasshoppers. So the way I view that is if I look at a grasshopper and it's 3.5 inches long, I probably appear pretty large to it. Well, that's how close I believe he is to us. If he sees us as grasshoppers, okay, so now I scale myself down to 3 or 4 inches. That's how big God is. Right? Of course, infinite, but like,
See, we probably have to end at this point because we're gonna go forever. But we definitely
I
need.
could talk about it forever.
Yeah, because there's-
Carnivore,
We'll
flat
do it
Earth,
again.
conspiracy theories.
It's all the
Yeah,
God
yeah.
stuff too, because
Landing on the moon
what do
and
you believe God is? Is God a thing? Is it is he a person? Is he even a he? Or is it just an energy and it's something? But I'm confused on what I think it is. He is.
Okay.
It is. Whatever.
So, before we cut it off, I want to thank you all
Thank you.
for the invitation.
Heck yeah.
This has been amazing.
Yeah. We'll have to come
Like
back.
and
You'll have to come back.
subscribe.
Yeah. Like and
Don't forget.
subscribe.
Really quick, right before we end, I do want to hear your explanation.
You need to
on the
get on
mic.
the mic, bro, or you're not going to hear you.
I do want to hear your explanation real quick on, say this is flat Earth, right?
Yes.
And the U.S. is here, right?
Okay.
And
North Pole.
so that would be the North Pole, right?
Center.
Center.
So then, South Africa, where would Africa be? Somewhere around here?
Sure. Like here.
Yeah. So like U.S. would be here.
Yeah,
have to
because
be there.
if, yeah.
If this is the flat Earth, right, and the sun rises and then sets across it, right?
it goes in a figure 8, but yes.
I wanted to touch on that.
How is it nighttime here?
Because
And
the sun is
daytime
really
here
small.
if
It's
the
not
sun
as
is up
big as
here?
they say it
Here,
is.
let me speed up this clock.
Oh.
There you go.
So you're
This-
saying
it's
it's
not as
not
big.
Wherever, and this is accurate. So wherever the sun is, it's noon.
Okay.
There's the United States, and as the sun comes around, I mean that's probably 4,000 miles away from the east coast of the U.S. right now. But we can see it.
Right.
But light doesn't travel. There's something called the inverse square law of light, where it's reduced by, like, if I say I have a 100-watt light bulb at, if I'm right next to it, I got 100 watts. And if every time you double the distance, you reduce the amount of light by 4, or concentrate it if you're approaching the light. So, and it only travels so far. Like it doesn't travel infinitely.
You say light doesn't travel infinitely?
Light does not travel infinitely.
Okay.
So, like, there's been people on airplanes that have filmed, like, they were on that delineation line. They had dark behind them and twilight or dusk in front of them. And you could see the line across the sky. It was incredible. And that's what creates our colorful sunsets and stuff. As the sun gets further and further away from us, it gets smaller and smaller. Well, we're in less excited energy. So the sun is super intense energy when it's right above us because it's at its closest point. As it gets further away, it's kind of like a fluorescent tube. If you get the right energy next to it, it lights up. Doesn't have to be plugged in. And that's why there's different colors and things. If you're in the end of that spectrum, it's only being excited to a purple or an orange or whatever. And the figure 8 thing you're talking about is called the analemma. And the reason it appears that way to us is because in the summertime, on the yellow rings on there are the tropics. That's the furthest the sun travels throughout the year. So in the wintertime, the sun is in the southern hemisphere. The southern hemisphere. And on the solstice, it's traveling around the furthest, and that's when we have our shortest day and our longest night. So that's when it's lowest in the sky because it's furthest away from us. Well, in the heat of the summer, middle of July, it's closest to us. So it appears higher in the sky. And I mean, you can observe that in your backyard. You watch the sun at noon in December and you watch the sun at noon in June, and it goes like this in the summer and that in the winter. So, and the red line is the equator. And that's our equinox. Actually, we just passed. It's on the equator right now. Like, this is today's date, essentially. And so the reason it appears that way, and it does that every single year. There have been people that have taken a picture of the sun at noon every single day from the same place, and you can recreate that analemma. And it looks, for us, I think the small loop is on the top and the big loop is on the bottom. You go on the other side of the equator and it's the opposite. So, and the moon looks the opposite from the other side of the equator.
That, and you got to take into account, but they claim that the sun is not as far away as they think it is, nor as big.
Right. We've been told it's 93 million miles away.
And it's 100 times bigger than Earth.
And that goes
A million.
to your
A million times.
four, I think, either 400 or 4,000. Yes.
It's a huge. It's way
they say
bigger,
it's
but
huge.
it's not.
And that goes back to your crepuscular rays you were talking about, where the sun's behind a cloud and you see those rays. Thousands and thousands of pictures of examples
Yeah.
of that.
The sun should be so big it should never
If the
create those
sun-
rays.
Well, and if it was 93 million miles away, all of the light rays would be hitting us
yeah.
in parallel.
Yeah. You're never going to see
That's
light
not
shoot
what's
off
happening.
in weird angles. It's just going to be blocked by a cloud, and the next beam of light's going to come
And
straight down.
technically, with geometry,
Well, light reflects on
Yeah,
things.
that's what my.
But not clouds.
it does.
Why not?
Why would it reflect off a cloud? It's white and full of,
Clouds.
I guess, water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if they're water vapor, it refracts and reflects.
Oh, so maybe
through clouds,
that's why
sure.
it shoots out. Eh, could be.
Well, but with
That and things like trees, if you see the rays going through trees, it's referred to as God rays, or at least in video games it is. But like going through trees, it would
Really?
reflect off the leaves, and that's why you would get like those different strands of light because of different reflection powers of the different leaves, because of how much they vary.
Okay.
From what I've
Interesting.
heard, it's referred to as a God ray, like those special rays.
I think the flat Earth thing and the globe Earth thing is going to go down like Big Bang or God. Either way, it takes a big leap of faith. Either way, because you can't.
Big Bang didn't come around until they told us it did. They had to come up with a story to change our minds. I mean, they were still teaching flat Earth in school in the early 1900s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people have offered 3 full Bitcoin for one proof of the globe. One guy took it to court twice because he wanted to win this guy's money.
Can't
Court
prove it.
ruled. It's unproven. These experiments.
And that's probably where we're gonna end. Is it's unproven.
I'm sorry,
period.
because you're right. I could go on
We
until
could,
5
and
o'clock tonight.
we'll just need to
and we've
come
all got shit
back
to do
or
today.
whatever, you know.
Yes.
Have you on again because we could talk some more.
So,
But anyways,
yes, I do want to present you with this, though. You can borrow it. I've got to
yeah.
keep it because it was really
no,
expensive.
it's fine.
This is by Eddie Allen Carr, and there is a lot of interesting stuff in there.
Nice.
When you just, you got 15 minutes or you're taking a shit or, well, our shits are different now. Get back to the shit talk,
Right back to the
you
shit.
know, just flip through it and
Yeah, I'll definitely
ask
take
yourself
a,
a
look.
couple questions and
My wife will definitely read it.
see what your body tells you.
100% to you, she will.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah, they show them on globe and flat earth
Yeah.
maps. So
All right.
like and